What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Have You Nerd. Today we're gonna look at the Hot Toys Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, aka FKA, whatever you want to call her, from Into the Spider-Verse. Gwendolyn, yeah, she has a lot of names, I guess, now that I think about it. But here's some of the box art. The front with Spider-Ham and Gwen, the back with the giant Kingpin, and it's kind of 50-50 from what I hear on that Kingpin design. Some people hated it, some people loved it. I personally loved everything about this movie. I've said before in other reviews, this was like my favorite Spider-Man movie ever, probably my favorite superhero Marvel movie ever. But yeah, here's the rest of the box art out of the sleeve. Look into the little window there. I like this box art a little better with all the different Spider-Gwens, the Spider-Ham. I mean, the box art on the sleeve is pretty dope too. All around, this box is really cool looking. Now here we have her out of the box and a quick look at it. Quick look at everything it comes with. We'll go over this more in detail in just a second, but I just wanted to give you a quick look at everything with the plastic off in the case. Obviously, you have all the eyes, the mask, the stand, all the basic webs that come with every Spider figure. Now, here's everything out of the box. Spider-Ham, unfortunately, won't stand up without his little stand there, but I wish he did stand up on his own, but as you can see here, that is not the case. He does not stand up at all. Like, at all. There's no fudging with the weight and leaning him this way or that way. He's a static figure, so that's it. But he comes with that little stand, just like in the movie, with a pot of water underneath him. My hands are wet because I just washed them, or whatever he says, so yeah, you just plug it right into the peg holes on the bottom of the feet, like a Marvel Legend or Black Series peg holes. And here we have the web effects, the two masks, or the mask and the extra hood for the unmasked portrait. All the different variety of hands. She comes with 5 extra pairs of hands, the physics book, the cell phone, and again, all the standard web effects, the base, and the dynamic flight stand. And here we have a look at all the different eyes, so you can put any set of those eyes on or mix and match the sets for different looks. Here's a close-up of the cell phone with the selfie of her and Miles, which I love. I love that they actually added a picture to the cell phone and didn't just have the basic display or whatever. And here's our little physics book, which actually has text inside. And it's the same text on every page, 2 pages of text just reprinted. And if you look really closely and zoom in or magnify like I did, it's actually instructions for a hot toy. So it's like the instructions that came with another hot toy, or maybe this hot toy shrunk down, which I thought was pretty funny. There's her little compact mirror case, makeup compact mirror. And here is the creme de la creme, the piece de la resistance, whatever you say. I don't know, my French is awful. The unmasked portrait head sculpt, and that head sculpt is phenomenal. Phenomenal. That little bang piece is soft plastic, so it moves a little, it won't get in your way. Kind of covers up her eyebrow piercing. I wish they moved it over a little more so you could see the eyebrow piercing. It's literally right over it. But I mean, this head sculpt is on point. The eyes are perfect. She's got her little freckles. The hair looks great. You got the haircut from after Miles gets his hand stuck on her head when he's first learning his powers. Inside there you have the Hot Toys logo. So it's not a knockoff, but that's the first time I actually noticed that Hot Toys imprints their logo on the inside of the head sculpt, so I figured I would show that. But yeah, you could see the freckles, the sparkle, the like anime sparkle in her eyes really comes through. I don't know, just a great head sculpt. Overall, great figure. I really love this figure. Probably my favorite Hot Toy so far. Definitely my favorite Hot Toy in a while. Probably of the year, and maybe period. Like, I don't know. I'm definitely biased because I love this movie. Here's the stand, just plastic, Gwen Stacy imprinted on the front. Basic Hot Toys dynamic flight stand. But yeah, I'm probably definitely biased, but I mean, the posability, the ratchet joints, just, I mean, this is just a great figure. She looks great, comes with a ton of accessories. You definitely get your money's worth. And it's like cheaper than an Iron Man or whatever. And obviously Iron Man's die cast, but you get a ton for your money with this figure. Here's the cardboard backdrop it comes with that kind of keys right into the stand or whatever when you have it set up. And the backdrop honestly looks good. It sets the mood of the movie, the tone of the movie. I might actually use that backdrop. Now, still waiting on the miles from the Spider-Verse to ship. Who knows, I might use both backdrops, one for each figure, or try to combine them in a cool way, or pick which one I like best and put that one behind both figures. Or I might not use it at all, but I think it does add to the figure and just screams Spider-Verse, obviously, the whole design with the comic book like dots like they used to have back in the full color print comic book days, way back in the day. And it also comes with these other sound effects that you could put over them or over Spider-Ham. Again, very reminiscent of the movie, which is very reminiscent of straight out of a comic panel. I mean, some parts of this movie are just a comic panel animated. And here we'll do a little bit of the articulation. The head doesn't swivel much with this hood over it, the plastic hood, the sculpted hood. So you can't really look the head up or down much. You can spin it 360. Oh, and I just fell out. I'm not going to edit that out. But yeah, so you can swivel it 360 degrees around. I mean, it gets in the way a little bit, but she certainly can't really look up or down with the hood on. Now, you could take that hood off. Oh, no, you can't even take that hood off of this head sculpt. It's attached to this head sculpt. I forgot. So, yeah, this hood is completely attached to this head sculpt. Like, you can't have the hood down with this head sculpt like you can with the regular head sculpt of Gwen Stacy. So, yeah, I wish you kind of could have went for that look, but in ways it's good that they made it stay in place like that, because I mean, it's just less trouble when it comes to posing. And so I mean, you got the ratchet joints, those go all the way up. Really good articulation on this figure. It's a Spidey figure, so Hot Toys usually does really good with the Spider-Man figures. So yeah, the wrists, 90 on the wrist, 0 to 100 real quick on the elbow. Sorry, that's a Drake line. Thought it was kind of funny, but yeah. The wrist swivels and the elbow does get above 90, so it ain't a lie. 90 on the wrist, 0 to 100 real quick. The legs, you can do all types of crazy Spider-Man poses, you know. They bend fairly far back. They bend straight up. You can have the 1 foot lunging forward, 1 foot lunging all the way back, like a split type of pose going. Webs flying in your face. You know how Spidey be looking on them covers, all crazy. No human being could possibly get in, but Hot Toys makes their Spider-Man figures able to get into most of those poses. So you got the rocker on the ankle, swivel. I mean, all around the articulation is great. Of course, you get a few wrinkles in the suit when you bend the elbows and the knees, and you might have to worry a little bit about them sticking together if they're posed in that position for a long time. But overall, I don't worry too much about that stuff. But yeah, there's the extra head, the extra hood piece. You just pop the head off, just like any other Hot Toys or Legend or anything else when you're changing the head sculpt. Pop the head off. Here's a closer look at the head. It does have the same like texture imprinted onto the sculpting, onto the plastic, so it's pretty seamless with the suit. I mean, there's a slight variation you could kind of tell, but I mean, look at that. It's got the same like diamond type weavings, like, yeah, you see the diamond pattern or whatever you want to call that. It's got it on the mask and the hood, and again, it's pretty seamless, blends pretty perfectly. I mean, you really can't tell that one's fabric and one's plastic unless you get really close and look. So yeah, overall, great figure. But let's check out this Gwendolyn head, and yeah, I mean, most Spider-Man figures, Iron Man figures, whatever you want to display it with the mask, but sometimes the head sculpt is so chef's kiss and beautiful, you almost want to display it like this, and I might display it like this, at least 50-50. That head sculpt, it's on point. It's some of my favorite scenes in the movie is her without the mask on, so yeah. And then the extra hood piece, you just put over the neck, and then you pop the head sculpt on, and then she appears like she has her hood off and hanging on her back like that. So, yeah, then you just pop the regular head sculpt on. I forgot to do that the first time I showed you the regular head sculpt, but yeah. I got a little issue, I feel, with the stitching. It's not like perfect, but I mean, that's just a nitpick. Overall, it's a great figure. Like right there, I feel like if you keep that arm up too high, it's pulling on that stitch in there. And eventually that stitching might come loose. It already feels like it pulls it really tight when you put the arm all the way up. But again, that's just like a small nitpick, because overall this figure is just amazing. It looks amazing. All the articulation is amazing. You got the same seam line on the underarm there. So, yeah, just something to watch out for, keep an eye on. Just figured I'd let you know about those seam lines and watch them stretching. But, thank you for watching my video. This has been a review of Hot Toys Spider-Gwen from Into the Spider-Verse. If you made it to the end, a very special thank you. Thank you for sticking around. If you can, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have you nerd. Peace out, y'all. Thank you.